my son started getting some care from the VA through some encouragement of loved ones. And in the course of all the care they gave him, he came to discover that chiropractic care was a part of the care they were offering to veterans. So when I found that out, I started looking into what it is that I could do.
In the beginning, it was a lack of trust because I didn't have much faith in the chiropractic profession. I was believing people where they'd sometimes say, chiropractors aren't doctors, they just make it up. And it took a while for the changes to be realized by me.
I wasn't that impressed with chiropractors other than the fact they could make me stand up straight.
You know, veterans are a hardy lot. They're strong and they're valiant. And they are not a complaining sort. And what I have learned over the process is that even though they aren't saying anything, it's like they have a silent call for help.
When people would ask you if you had pain or if you heard ringing in your ears or whatever, I would just say no, because there was nothing that they were going to do about it.
I had a lower back pain that was very uncomfortable, and a neck pain, and my right shoulder, due to a previous injury, was also so bad it was getting hard for me to even lift my arm.
I was experiencing some pretty severe, they call it TMJ, pain with my jaw.
I had an operation on to fuse that part of my back. Was being aggravated by the type of work that I was doing, with a lot of standing and sitting, climbing stairs. Despite my lifestyle that I was having here, became very sedentary after my service each day. Too tired, hurt too much to go do anything.
I was becoming very concerned before I came to Dr. Grant about how much longer I was going to be able to drive, because I couldn't physically turn my head far enough to tell if there was oncoming traffic. That was very disconcerting.
I was living on pain medication, or actually aspirin, very strong aspirin each day to deaden that pain, if you will, that I was feeling.
My primary care physician had put me on a prescription medication, and I was taking a maximum dosage of that and still taking other medications.
When it comes to the kind of veterans and what kind of injuries that I treat, typically you can divide it into two big camps. One is upper body, one is lower body. And we cover all of those different parts that way. I'd say the most common injuries that we deal with are neck and upper back and shoulder. Those are the primary ones that we see. But the secondary ones are right on its heels, literally. Your heels, your feet, your legs, how that's all interacting. But I recognize, because of my training in the biomechanical aspects of the human body, I can see when people are suffering. The thing that motivates me most is that I know how I can help them, and that's what I want them to know. So when I look at somebody, I see all kinds of capabilities. And so what I need to find out is, what is it that's blocking you from expressing those? So I do a pretty thorough examination. When you come in, you got paperwork to fill out. The more I know about you, the more I know how to help you. I want to listen. I want to listen to what your body's trying to tell me. I want to listen to what your brain's trying to tell me. I want to listen to what your emotions are trying to tell me, so that I can find a way to help you get out of the self-made prison you might find yourself in. You think about, if you're a veteran, you're thinking, oh, dealing with the VA, do I really want to do this? The truth of the matter is, when you've got a guide, it's not as difficult as you might think. But when you're trying to do it alone, yeah, it's kind of tough. And if you're a veteran and you like to do things to yourself, then you're traveling a harder road than you have to. I know I have contacts within the Veterans Community Care System that helps make it a lot easier to get through and get approval for care. Some of the veterans that you'll hear from will tell you what it is they've been through and how they were able to get through it far faster than they thought they could. And one of the things I'm going to ask you when you come is, what are your goals? What is it you'd like to do again? And if you can't do it without pain, would you like to do it with less? Because one thing I'll promise you that is, if it doesn't work, you can keep your pain. I know it sounds kind of funny, but it really focuses on what you're willing to do, because I can't do this by myself. My job is to help you find the tools that are going to release you from the prison you find yourself in, and be able to help you re-engage in a way in life that is going to bring you a lot of joy and happiness.
I am very strong in my arms now. Not like I was when I was 20 years old, but I'm able to traverse stairs easily. I don't have any lower back pain anymore. I don't have any neck pain anymore. And my arm is improving dramatically. I get a little emotional about it now, even remembering those times.
But the thing I noticed right off with Dr. Grant is he seemed truly concerned about my health, my condition. And not only did he make adjustments to try and deal with the, I'll call it structural defects in my body. When I filled out the questionnaire on my first visit to Dr. Grant, I didn't expect he would be able to do anything with that, but much to my surprise, he did, and was able to alleviate that to some degree, and also showed me some stretches to keep that under control. I don't probably take half as much medication as I did.
Much to my surprise, once I started down that path, it was only a matter of a couple of two weeks, I think, that after I met with the VA, and through Dr. Grant's intervention, if you will, I was in, and it was so easy that I am cautiously optimistic going forward. Through the intervention with Dr. Grant over a period of months, and the techniques that he has taught me in order to resolve the pain. I don't go home and just lay down on the couch or lay on the bed because it's most comfortable that way and it doesn't hurt. But I'm able to get up and even help my good wife with housework.
Anyway, I'm a true believer now.
There's definitely help to be had. You need to find a Dr. Grant wherever you live. He doesn't discount anything. There's help to be able to deal with pain issues. I'm not one for testimonials or endorsing products or anything else, but I didn't hesitate at all when Dr. Grant wanted to know if I'd be willing to give a testimonial, because he's definitely helped me. There's no question about it.
I think the number one thing that you get in coming to see me in my office is hope. Hope is a thing that we dish out in copious amounts, because we want you to know that there is hope for what it is you're dealing with. With the same dedication you offered your life to serve this country, we offer that same measure of dedication in helping you recover.